Ever wonder what an insurance collector actually does all day? I mean, I have to admit, I pictured, I don't know, someone glued to a phone book, dramatically chasing down payments. But digging into these RoleCatcher resources that you sent over, way, way more interesting than I expected.
It's definitely not just about crunching numbers, that's for sure. What I find fascinating is really the blend of like hard skills and then serious people skills, you know?
Yeah.
It's a numbers game, yeah, but it's also about connecting with people who might be going through, tough times and helping them, maintain crucial insurance coverage.
Okay, so unpack that a bit for me. We've got empathy, negotiation, problem solving listed as like key skills here.
Right.
What are some real world ways those actually come into play?
Well, imagine having to call someone who's just lost their job, right?
Oh, yeah.
And is struggling to keep up with, let's say, their life insurance premiums.
Hmm.
That's where empathy becomes absolutely crucial. A good insurance collector, they don't just read from a script. They listen, they offer support, and they help explore, different options, maybe temporary payment plans, maybe connecting them with resources that can help.
That makes sense. And I noticed the role catcher guide actually mentions that persuasion is just as important as reading comprehension for these roles, which,
It's true.
who knew?
Yeah.
Um, Speaking of different parts of the job, let's actually dive into what a typical day really looks like for an insurance collector.
Right, because it's way more dynamic than just sitting at a desk all day.
Yeah.
Think about it. The variety of insurance out there, medical, life, car, travel,
It's true.
each one comes with its own complexities and client needs. An insurance collector has to be adaptable and knowledgeable across the board.
And hold on, we can't forget about the tech side of this. The role catcher source mentions automated systems for tracking payments, client information. What kind of automated systems are we even talking about here? And how do these systems help insurance collectors do their jobs effectively?
Good catch. So we're talking about, software.
Okay.
Software that helps manage client accounts, track payments, even flag potential issues before they become, major problems. This really frees up the insurance collector to focus on the human side of things, building those relationships, negotiating solutions, and providing that, all-important empathy we were talking about.
So it's people-centric, but technology plays a key role in efficiency. And speaking of people, this career path, it has some serious room for growth. Right?
Oh, absolutely.
The Role Catcher Guide, it outlines a clear progression from entry level to senior positions, with increasing responsibility at each stage.
For sure. Yeah, and what's interesting is the guide actually, it specifically highlights, advancement opportunities
Yeah.
within the insurance field, right? But then also in other industries, which I thought was really interesting.
Cool.
Think about it. As you gain experience as an insurance collector, you're mastering negotiation, problem solving, communication. These skills, they translate across so many fields.
So it's a great stepping stone, whether you're looking to climb that ladder in insurance or, like you said, branch out into something totally new.
Exactly. For those who want to stick with insurance, moving into management, becoming a trainer, or even transitioning to roles like financial manager or insurance underwriter.
Oh, an insurance underwriter. All right.
Yeah.
For those of us who don't speak fluent insurance,
Yeah.
what does that even mean?
Right. Okay. So an insurance underwriter is basically the person who kind of evaluates the risks involved in insuring someone or something.
Okay.
They decide whether to even provide coverage at all, and then they set the premium rates.
Got it.
It's a more, I'd say, analytical and research-focused role, but the experience you gain as an insurance collector, understanding client needs, negotiating policies, that's incredibly valuable for that kind of transition.
That's fascinating. So it's not just about, like we said, collecting payments. It's about gaining this deep understanding of how the whole insurance ecosystem actually works.
Exactly. And RoleCatcher also emphasizes the importance of networking and, continuous learning, which is huge in any field.
Yeah.
Attending industry events, maybe joining professional associations, staying up to date on regulations. These are all things that can really help you advance your career, no matter what path you choose.
It's like they're saying, okay, we've shown you the roadmap. Now here are the vehicles and strategies to help you actually, navigate it. And speaking of navigation, that's where their tools actually come in, right?
Right.
What makes RoleCatcher stand out for someone who is interested in an insurance collector role specifically?
It's all about efficiency and making those informed decisions, right? Remember how we were talking about the importance of tailoring your resume and cover letter to each specific job?
Yeah, crucial in today's job market. You can't just be sending out like generic applications anymore.
No, absolutely. And RoleCatcher has this AI-powered CV and resume analysis feature.
Oh, cool.
That takes, honestly, a lot of the guesswork out of it. You upload your resume and it analyzes it against the specific requirements of, an insurance collector role, highlights any skills gaps you might have, suggests improvements.
That's huge, especially for someone like new to the field or feeling a little lost in their job search.
Yep.
What other tools do they offer to like actually help someone land a job?
Well, they have this massive database of real interview questions specifically for insurance collector positions.
Oh,
So you can practice your responses, you can see what others have said, you can even get feedback on your delivery.
wow. It's like having like a personal interview coach just like right there in your
Yes.
pocket. That could be a game changer for someone who like gets nervous in interviews, which is a lot of us.
Absolutely. And they even have resources for salary negotiations, company research, networking tips, the whole nine yards. It's really a one-stop shop for anyone serious about pursuing a career as an insurance collector.
It's like they've thought of everything someone could possibly need. So to bring it all back, you came here wanting to understand the insurance collector role, and honestly, I think we went way beyond just scratching the surface.
Oh, for sure. We unpacked the, day-to-day realities, the kind of surprising mix of skills that are actually involved, the potential career paths, both within insurance and, outside of it, like we talked about, and of course how RoleCatcher can give you a real serious edge in navigating this whole career path.
Yeah, and like we learned, it's not just about crunching numbers and collecting payments. There's a real human element to this role. It
Yeah.
requires empathy and strong communication and creative problem solving.
Couldn't agree more. And in a world that's increasingly driven by automation, those human skills are more valuable than ever.
Totally, totally. So as you continue exploring this field, here's something to ponder. What other professions do often pigeonhole as being all about the bottom line when in reality they might actually require a surprising amount of empathy and ingenuity and just genuine human interaction? It's definitely food for thought.